We are truly excited today. We are celebrating Diwali. This is being hosted by our First Minister of Wales in this iconic international cricket stadium. And everybody is excited, everybody is delighted to get together, and you can see smiles on everybody's face. And we'll have a wonderful time. It'll be very, very enjoyable. It'll be lots of fun, lots of meet and greet, lots to eat, lots to drink. And we will have also Bollywood performances as well to entertain everybody. So it's going to be a fantastic Diwali celebration.
Such an important event for us in Wales. It's an important chance to bring the community together. After all, it is one of the world's largest festivals in terms of bringing together people from Sikhism, Hindus, some people from the Buddhist community, Jains. And I think in Wales it's really important because it's now become such a fixture in the calendar, where Aggarwal has been able to forge those links with Welsh Government to make sure it's a very inclusive festival here.
This is all about relationships. I think we need to strengthen the relationships. We have got a huge heritage, we've got a huge culture, and we share this with the local communities. And it's go down really, really well. And it's just, everybody feels good, everybody enjoys it. It's so nice to get these events together.
I think it's so important and so valuable to have that recognition from Welsh Government about the contribution of Indians in the society. We have people from the Indian community who are leading in pharmacy, in the business sector, in academia. All of the parts of the knowledge economy are really represented through leadership from our community. And our people are really leading with light, kindness and compassion. And I think that really chimes with the values of Welsh Government and Welsh society.
Yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity for me that I am attending a function organised by the Wales and Indian government at Wales. And Diwali is a festival of love and light, and celebrating it together without family but a family here in Wales is a great opportunity for everyone around.
living so far away from India, it's first of all, it feels really nice to actually, gather together to celebrate one of the biggest festivals of India, Diwali, and actually to perform there is just, it's one of the best feelings we can have actually. We all are looking forward to performing here.
I think it's important to celebrate our culture even if we're in this country.
It's also really fun to do fireworks and celebrate with our friends and exchange presents.
And what better way to show it through dance as well?
I think it's mainly for the next generation to understand what kind of culture, what kind of background we come from. So it's very important to keep up all these, festivities and stuff, even when we are not staying in India.
Diwali is such a beautiful festival, and the lights, I think it's something for everyone to enjoy, even if we're here.
And it's also part of our heritage, so it's really nice to see parts of our ancestors and what they used to do even in this society when we can keep embracing our roots.
No matter what background, no matter what religion, everybody loves dancing, and we just bring together the whole crowd together with dancing. It's about fun, it's about being together, it's about making new friendship.
I think it's a great initiative by Welsh Government and Indian High Commission because it brings us all together once a year. It brought us together last year during COVID as well, and it's a chance to just mingle and see each other and share ideas, and of course our children get to showcase what they've been learning as well all year round with different dances, and brings all the other cultures together as well. So thank you Welsh Government and Indian High Commission for organising this event.
I feel Diwali should be celebrated because it gets people together. We get to know new cultures, and especially in Western culture, wherein it is all about online and digital things that are happening nowadays. It is very important to get to know each other, meeting each other, and Diwali is all about celebrating, sharing sweets, and about colors, about diyas. It just enlightens everybody and takes us aside from the stress and everything. So I feel it is very important to celebrate Diwali in religious aspect as well as for our mental peace. Most probably it will just have a good change for us. That's about it.
I know it's very nice to be here because I've been in Cardiff now for the last 60 odd years, and I'm a magistrate here and a social worker, as well as a ex-deputy Lord Mayor also of Cardiff. But everything here is fine. I like to congratulate everybody here for the Diwali and wish them a very, very happy Diwali.
Well, it's brilliant to be here as ever. It's wonderful to be celebrating Diwali with such a vibrant and inclusive bunch of friends. It really is. Well, we're all one big family in Wales. I mean, I think that's the point. Regardless of where you're from or where your parents are from, it doesn't really matter. We're all Welsh. We're all part of this fantastic nation, and celebrating everybody's culture like this is brilliant.
Delighted to be here and celebrate Diwali tonight. We're excited to be partnering with Hockey Wales this year to sponsor the men's Wales hockey team at the World Cup in Odisha in India. So Study in Wales represents all universities in Wales, and we're delighted to partner education and sport at this wonderful tournament.
Look, delighted to be invited to be part of the Diwali celebrations tonight. We as a hockey community in India, hockey is huge, and in January we're heading out to play in the Men's World Cup for the first time in history. A huge positive is how the Indian community has welcomed us in Wales, and we're really excited to get out to India and continue celebrations with our neighbours.
I'm so delighted to be here at the invitation of the Honorable Consul of India, Raj Aggarwal, an outstanding man, a community man, and a man who includes everybody. We're highly honoured that the First Minister of Wales and Raj Aggarwal, the Honorable Consul of India, have gathered the communities, everybody in Wales, to celebrate Diwali. What a wonderful time to do that, and we're united in purpose to promote inclusion, diversity and race equality. I'm so happy to be here to celebrate Diwali with all my wonderful brothers and sisters from India. And I actually got a pin of Indian flag and the Welsh flag. So Bendi Gedig, as we say in Welsh, to all my Indian friends who are celebrating Diwali.
Well, Diwali is always a really special time here in Wales, and the Welsh Government always wants to play our part in that. A special pleasure for us to welcome everybody to the home of Welsh cricket to celebrate Diwali this year, a ground where so many great Indian cricketers over the years have also come to make their contribution to Welsh society and to Welsh life. So looking forward to a great evening, huge crowd of people here, lots of entertainment, lots of excitement, and happy Diwali to everybody.
First Minister, you have never fallen short of praising the Indian community, their contributions, their culture, their rich heritage. Why is it important? Because in Wales, they also feel so much at home.
Well, Wales is an outward-looking, welcoming nation where we celebrate the fact that we've been lucky enough to attract people from other parts of the globe to come and make their futures here in Wales, and it's a real cause for celebration for us. We're hugely fortunate with the people who have come to Wales from India, who work in our public services, who run businesses here in Wales and make themselves part of that wider community that we have in Wales. Diwali is an occasion celebrated throughout Wales by Indian communities and people far beyond, and it's part of the way that we cement that very special relationship we have together.
And finally, First Minister, your message to 1.7 million ZTV viewers who are watching you at this very moment.
Well, my message is from Wales. Thank you for taking an interest in what goes on in Wales. Thank you for taking an interest in our Diwali celebrations. We're looking forward to this evening, and happy Diwali to you all.
Happy Diwali to everybody. Welcome to our annual Diwali event, which is kindly hosted by the Welsh Government in partnership with the Honorary Consul, Raj Aggarwal. Diwali is one of the most celebrated and most widely celebrated festivals around the world. It's a time for celebration, but it's also a time for renewal, for change. And in many ways, we only need to look around at our own society and the broader UK sector to see how that change is taking place. The time has come where we have our first Hindu Prime Minister. That deserves a round of applause. What a testament to change, transformation, and the agenda of leadership in our country. But it's celebrated as a festival by people from all communities, where people come together, Hindus, Jains, Sikhs, members of the Buddhist community, to be part of that celebration and that appreciation of what can be. It's a celebration that really marks good over evil, light over darkness, and knowledge over ignorance. And ultimately, this boils down in very practical terms to there being core values that underpin that, around compassion and around kindness. And I think these are values that we can all relate to. And these are values that really underpin Welsh society. We're really privileged here to have the First Minister, the Right Honourable Mark Drakeford, who has led with compassion and kindness, who has led with lightness, inclusivity. And he has championed and put policies and practices in place to ensure a fairer, more equal society. Yes. Yes. And this is a society where we can all flourish and we can all contribute. We can bring our leadership in terms of light and kindness to the fore, and we can be part of that change. So I'd like to call upon the First Minister to say a few words of welcome.
Wel, Bela, diolch yn fawr I chi am y cyflwyniad mor caredig na ac angyfeillion. Noswaith dda I chi gyd a chroeso cynnes iawn I Stadiwm Gerddi Sophia wrth I ni ddathlu Gwyl Diwali. A very warm welcome to you all to the Sophia Garden Stadium and to this great celebration of Diwali, a truly specialist and special festival which is marked by so many communities here in Wales and around the world. This year, of course, we celebrate as well an auspicious year in the history of the country of India, as the 75th anniversary of Indian independence continues to be marked in Wales and elsewhere. The coronavirus pandemic has highlighted the importance of those international collaborations that help us to meet our shared global challenges. And we here in Wales are very keen to go on building on those relationships that we have, based always on that principle of mutual benefit. I recently had the pleasure of meeting the Health Minister of Kerala, and we discussed the potential for increasing the number of nurses from that state who might come to work here in Wales, knowing that if we are lucky enough to attract people here, there are things that we will be able to offer them in return. And that's been the basis on which we have had that long-standing relationship with medical professionals from India, doctors and nurses. They play and continue to play such an important part in our NHS, but in return we are able to offer those specialist experiences, that additional training that allows people to return where they want to their part of India and to use the experiences they've had here in Wales. Education is another area where we continue to learn from one another. And it's brilliant that once again this year we have students here with us, young people from India who are studying here in Wales and who've come to celebrate Diwali with us. International exchanges, where we send young people from Wales out into the world and where we welcome young people from the world to Wales, has been part of our experience for decades and decades. How many of you knew, I wonder, that Dorothy Bonarji aged 19, became the first Indian and the first woman to win the Bardic chair at the 1914 Eisteddfod of the University College of Wales in Aberystwyth. Now, we celebrated in the Senedd last week the 150th anniversary of the University of Aberystwyth. And it's been a particular privilege for me this evening to welcome the Vice-Chancellor of Osmania Universities and his colleague. Professor Ravinder, it is a great pleasure to have you here with us this evening and to be able to mark together the new compact between the university in Aberystwyth, where that chair was won all those years ago, and to remake that relationship in contemporary Wales. We are keen, always, that students and staff from Wales have the opportunity to spend time in countries like India, but also to welcome young people from India through our Tithe programme here to Wales. Now, we are here tonight in this wonderful stadium, the home of Glamorgan cricket, and therefore it would be remiss of me not to mention sport, particularly because this is a time when Wales is present on so many international and global stages. In 3 weeks' time, the Welsh men's football team will be participating in the biggest stage of all, the World Cup, participating there for the first time in 64 years. But they will be there at the same time as we have men and women from Wales qualifying for Rugby Union, Rugby League and Netball World Cups. In August this year, I had the great pleasure of watching the hockey match between India and Wales at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. And that rivalry will be renewed in January of this year because Wales men's hockey team have qualified for the World Cup for the first time in their history. And as many of you will know, that World Cup will be played in India, where millions and millions of people follow hockey, and will see this tiny country of Wales with all 3 million people on that world stage again. Now, Indian players have been such an important part of Glamorgan's history as well. I have lost count of the number of times that I will have watched Ravi Shastri play on the ground behind us here. And those of you who follow cricket as much as I do will know that we were also very lucky to have playing here in Wales in the month of September Shubman Gill, that great young Indian Test cricketer who came to play for Glamorgan so successfully in the final weeks of our cricket season. And our young people look to those great role models, whether it's Virat Kohli or Gareth Bell, whether it's Jula Goswami or Tani Gray-Thompson. They look to them to see how, through sport, we're able to forge relationships and even in troubled times to show to them that there are positive futures that we can craft together. What better occasion is there to demonstrate that even in tough times we can come together and to celebrate the festival of light. Diwali, the triumph of good over evil and light over darkness. In dark times, we come together to demonstrate our commitment to that same goal, that light will always triumph over darkness, and that we achieve that always by coming together, by working together, and by celebrating together as we will this evening. I wish you all a very happy Diwali. Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi gyd.
Thank you, First Minister. Another person who is very notable in our community for leading with kindness, compassion, and being that beacon of light in terms of bringing us all together to collaborate, to work together towards common solutions, and to be proactive and have our moments to flourish in the community and make an impact. And that's Raj Aggarwal. Raj is a very modest person, and I think one thing that we should take a moment to recognise is that only a matter of weeks ago, he was awarded such a key accolade to mark his contribution to society. He was awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award for his contribution in the pharmaceutical sector. And I'd like you all to give him a round of applause for that. And I think it's testament as well to the environment in which we're working and living, and that spirit of collaboration, where we can see that achievement recognised. We can see people making an impact, and Raj has always been key in his leadership. So I'd now like to call upon Honorary Consul Captain Raj Aggarwal to say some words.
Thank you, Bella, for your kind words. You're always there for us. You do so much for us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, First Minister, for hosting and recognizing Diwali, an amazing festival for the good and the positivity in the world calendar. Tonight, we'll see some amazing performances from Sinjani and her team of dancers, all homegrown talent, and we'll celebrate together Diwali's message of hope. First Minister, as always, we are most grateful to you for your message of compassion, kindness, support, and appreciation for the Indian diaspora. Your leadership inspires us all. I'm so pleased to welcome our Lord Lieutenant of South Glamorgan, our Health Minister, Baroness Eleanor Morgan, Assembly members, Welsh and Indian government officials, including Director General of Cardiff Council, Andrew Gregory, captains of industry, business leaders, heads of higher education, chancellors, senior staff, and students from world-class Welsh institutions, senior and, of course, senior representatives from the community centres and temples. The presence tonight of senior representatives from the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and the police is so important to reinforcing a message of greater diversity. This week, as you all know, has been a hugely important one in the story of Asian development in British society. As I'm sure you're all aware, we all now have the first ever Asian Prime Minister. Regardless of your political feelings, this is a matter of vital importance, something that was unthinkable in 70s and 80s and has come to pass. And now all British ethnic minorities can be sure that there are no limits to the ambitions of their children. Isn't this a fantastic news? There are still too few ethnic minorities in the Commons and the Lords. But I do hope this momentous move this week will encourage more Asians to get involved in public service. And I would plead with them to get more involved in public service. As regards Indian integration in Wales, it has been a happy and relatively easy journey. And much of that is down to the strong relationship with all the institutions and people represented here today. In return, Indians who have come to call this beautiful country their home have built a justified reputation of being law-abiding and hardworking. Wales has been a wonderful welcoming country to the Indian diaspora, and we have so many great synergies. We share the same affection for food, drink, and music. Over 20,000 Indians are happily settled in Wales and are proud to call Wales their home. A significant proportion of healthcare professionals in Wales are from India. They work alongside the colleagues to contribute immensely to public health, well-being, culture, prosperity, and the success of the nation. They are the lifeline of NHS, as our health minister will agree. Yes? As you heard from our First Minister earlier tonight, we are working with the Kerala government in the southwest of India to provide trained nurses to help support our vital NHS service as we come into winter. Our health minister and her team also had a very positive discussion with the Kerala health minister and her delegation, which I'm sure will be mutually beneficial. This will give us dividends and also resources to the needs we have. There are over 2,000 Indian students studying in Wales. They are our true ambassadors and contribute more than £200 million to the Welsh economy directly. And these students are vital for the economic health of our universities. I think we have a number of students from all the institutions here tonight. Welcome to all the students. Two-thirds of India's population are under the age of 35, 800 million, and are looking for a university education in the UK. This represents a great opportunity for our Welsh institutions, and they need to step up. Recently, the Indian government implemented an ambitious budget to promote the liberalization of direct investments in various sectors. This will create easier, improved international trading relationships. India is a key player in the global economy with a population of 1.2 billion and a large, cash-rich and expanding consumer class. India is an obvious choice for greater economic ties with Wales. We share the same language, many of the same customs and sport. As you heard from the First Minister, our hockey team, the men's hockey team, led by Ria, the Chief Executive, who's here today, is visiting or is playing in India in the World Cup. This is a great opportunity, and I'll work with the High Commission in London to make sure they get a really, really warm welcome when they arrive in India. And we'll facilitate everything for them so they are embraced, they're looked after, and it's going to be challenging, but I'm sure it'll be very enjoyable for them as well, Ria. India is the largest democracy in the world and an incredibly diverse nation where opportunities are available for all. My personal thanks today go to Andrew Watkins and his team at the Welsh Government. They have an attitude of can-do. Nothing is a problem for them. You can see tonight what they've set up. They are an amazing team and they always deliver. Thank you so much to the whole Welsh Government team. I personally am very proud of all of you. The contributions you make, the respect you have earned, and the way you've integrated into the Welsh society. I wish you every happiness and good health. A very, very happy Diwali to you all. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you to the Honorary Consul for those comments. Now we're going to move on to a key component of any Diwali celebration, and that is the dance performance by the Sinjani dance group.
तो साजन फूल गुलाब रो सूंघू घड़ी घड़ी ओ जी केसरिया बालम आवोनी पधारो मारे देश रे पधारो मारे देश रे पधारो मारे देश रे मारू थारा देश में निपजे तीन रतन एक ढोला एक मरमन तीजो कसुमन रंग रे ओ जी केसरिया बालम आओने पधारो मारे देश रे पधारो मारे देश रे पधारो मारे देश धरा होगी सराबोर बरसेगी जलधारा धरा होगी सराबोर बरसेगी जलधारा आज धारी नगरी माँ घिर घिर आयो रे बादर कारा धरा होगी सराबोरब बरसेगी जलधारा आज धारी नगरी माँ घिर घिर आयो रे बादर कारा बादर कारा ना 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 बह रही है हर दिशा से पवन ये तूफानी आज धरती पर लिखेगी कोई नई कहानी बाजे धारे आंगन माँ बूंदों का झनकारानी आज धारी नगरी माँ गिर गिर आयो रे बादल तारा हमारी रूम तुम करती आवी हमारी रूम तुम करती आवी आनंद उत्सव ने गरबानी रमजट साथे लावी हमारी रूम तुम करती आवी हमारी रूम तुम करती आवी झांझर ने झणकारे मारी सखियों साथे लावी
मोती बेराणा चौक मां આવ્યા અંબે માં ચોક માં જગમગ થાય રે આવ્યા અંબે માં
ओढ़नी ओढ़ू ओढ़ पे उड़ी जाए ओढ़
धूम पड़ी रे आओ जी रंग जमाओ जी आई कितनी प्यारी सी रात रे
देखो जरा देखो चांद भी है आया झूमने आया मस्ती में गोल गोल घूमने की आज रंझट है रंगत है सखियों की संगत है मन में हरख न मायो जल से की आई रात रे रंगीला मारा नाच रंगीला मारा नाच सनेड़ो गाए साथ में रंगीला मारा नाच
नाच राजे दम ढोल बजे नॉन स्टॉप हल्ला मचेगा ओए नाचो सारे पापा पीपनी पे आजा नया स्टेप सीखे नॉन स्टॉप हल्ला मचेगा ओए नाचो सारे एक बस यही बात बोले रिपीट पे हम जैसा कोई कहा सन्नेड़ा सन्नेड़ा पेतल पुरमा सन्नेड़ा सन्नेड़ा Choria, Samira, 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 Samira. Dholina, dhol vage, vage, vage re. Vage, 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 vage. स्वागत करावे सजली राहे मंगल गावे मन उपजी फुलवारी रे साजे गाजे बाजे गूंजे सपनों री ये किलकारी रे वन उपवन अभिनंदन करता छाई घटा भरियारी रे शक्कर भांको झांकी झांको हुई जश्न की ये तैयारी रे मन हर जाओ धन बरसाओ धन सुखवाड़ो जी रे आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो मनने भायो नयो नयो सो रंग ले आयो शुभ दिन आयो मनने भायो नयो नयो सो रंग ले आयो होठों पे मुस्कान गुलाबी लायो रे होठों पे मुस्कान गुलाबी लायो रे आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो चंदा लाजो दीपक लाजो झगमग तारे लाई जो जी झगमग तारे लाई जो झगमग तारे लाई जो जी झगमग तारे लाई जो झगमग तारे लाई जो जी खुशियाँ बांटूं दिल में सबके साकर मिसरी भर दो मुझे अरे घूमर रसिया मीठा मीठा गाओ रे मंगल गाओ शुभ दिन आयो बल बल जाओ शुभ दिन आयो मिसरी बाटो शुभ दिन आयो मोला शुभ दिन आयो अरे लोक पुराओ शुभ दिन आयो रंग उड़ाओ शुभ दिन आयो फूल सजाओ शुभ दिन आयो जश्न मनाओ आयो शुभ दिन 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 आयो
Thanks so much. We've now got time to socialise, network, enjoy each other's company. So happy Diwali, Diwali Happus, and good evening.
एक मिनट
I think my key message about Diwali is that we can be much stronger, more powerful when we work in collaboration with others. And I think we are already doing that really with such strength in Wales.
Well, my message would be purely the Diwali message of good over evil and light over darkness. And I hope that everybody looks after each other as they've done over the last 3 years. during the COVID period, and I wish everybody all the happiness and good health.